This is 31-year-old Michael Dunmoer.
Why don't we go to the end, and we'll get your chair so we can go back to the pool.
For a decade, he's been fighting the effects of a car accident that left him with a severe head injury. For Mike, rehab is a lifelong process. Attempting the Harrisburg Mile is another step on the journey.
I haven't a clue how long it will take me, but I know, I deep down in my heart, I know I can complete a mile.
And like he said, this is a big milestone for him. This is something that he hasn't done, and it's a huge accomplishment. And to see him be able to do that will be incredible.
As you can see, every step, even in a therapy pool, is a tough one. But you can't measure someone's will, and there's no question Mike's is made of iron.
I have a big heart. It takes heart and drive and determination to overcome something that I was through. I've been through a lot. I'm proud of myself for not only what I've accomplished, but what I will accomplish in the future.
And for Michael Dunmoer, you know the future is full of possibilities. Elise Bergen, ABC 27 Sports.
More than 700 people set out last night to run 1 mile along Harrisburg's riverfront, and one of them was a New Cumberland man whose 1 mile trek was more than just an accomplishment. It was nothing short of a miracle. When Mike Dunmoer was paralyzed in a car crash 10 years ago, the doctor said he'd never walk again. He set out to prove them wrong. News 8's Robert Lang walked along with him.
When the doctors told me I would never walk again, I took that as a challenge.
Mike Dunmoer met that challenge by attempting the Harrisburg Mile. The normally wheelchair-bound man uses a walker and 2 of his physical therapists to slowly walk down Front Street. It's a trick that Mike has walked over and over again in his mind.
I've completed it and went on to do bigger and better things.
But completing the mile run is a slow and painful process. But Mike has plenty of friends and family encouraging him.
I never thought I'd see him do this. From the day he had that accident, they didn't expect him to live. And to see him do this 10 years later, I just think it's great.
Not now. Get yourself focused. You can make it. One more?
It's been nearly 3 hours since Mike started this race. This crowd is just a fraction of what the crowd was at the height of this race. But Mike is in the home stretch, and he's about to prove that he will run again.
A great person told me, you give me an inch and I'll take a mile.
Now I'm ready to show you how I swim.
4-year-old Maria was born with spinal muscle atrophy, a genetic disorder that leaves her muscles so weak that she needs help to walk.
I'll show you how my bare feet turn out.
You can show them what's under your shoes.
These are braces.
What happens if you don't wear your braces and you're standing? What happens more?
I turn my legs like that.
Yep, you turn them out like that.
And then I'll fall and go crash, boom.
All the way back to the beginning of the
Now
road.
Maria's doing less crashing and more splashing.
Going into the tornado. Keep kicking, Dorothy. It's blowing us back.
Hey, we're going into the tornado.
No, we're going into the...
Once a week,
1, 2, 3.
Maria works miracles in an extraordinary new pool at Children's Hospital in St. Paul.
Do you think we could show them how we walk against the bubbles?
In the water,
Mama, start the bubble.
Here we go.
Maria can walk.
She loves it. She feels like she can do things that she can't do anywhere else.
We have to have our tea party first.
You're right.
Like most kids, Maria loves to play in the water.
Would you like tea or milk?
But Maria's tea parties with physical therapist Cindy Graff Rowe are more than simple fun.
Do you see my stars up there anywhere?
Ta-da!
Stand by.
Ta-da, Cindy!
Where are they?
Sessions with Cindy build balance for Maria and significantly strengthen her muscles.
She really has to work hard to walk on land. A couple of weeks ago, she walked across the pool with just the arm floats, and Cindy was right there but wasn't touching her. She's never walked anywhere without having to hang on to something.
In the warm water, Maria doesn't have to fight gravity or fear falling. She's made advances in the water that would have been impossible with traditional physical therapy.
I think because she moves more and longer, she builds strength faster in the water.
You can see how much Maria's therapy exacts as her hour in the pool is up. But the water gives more than it takes. Gifts of strength, achievement, joy, and a few wrinkled toes.
At this place in Sandy called NeuroWorx, Mark Christiansen is doing something he's never done since he was 17 years old. With aggressive therapy, he's getting ready to stand on his own for the first time since he broke his neck as a teenager 43 years ago.
We did great. We did great. Fantastic.
Let's hear that comment there.
We did fantastic. We did great. Pretty exciting, isn't it?
Fantastic for Mark and for others here who are pushing the envelope much like Christopher Reeve did during the 9 years of his paralysis. Whatever works, do it. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't, but you don't stop trying.
He started something, and it's too good of a thing to let go.
That's why Utah physician Dr. Dale Hull and his colleagues have now formed a nonprofit foundation. It will develop funds to push the boundaries of research and buy equipment like this, which most patients now have to travel out of state to use. There will be an endowment fund to help people who cannot afford the therapy. Todd Inman here is walking, something doctors said he would never be able to do again.
To be honest with you, I didn't think that I'd really ever be out of a hospital bed, let alone even in a wheelchair. You have to be willing to push yourself farther than you did yesterday.
As a physician, Dale Hull saw his own diagnosis years ago, his own x-rays of his non-repairable spinal cord injury. Walk like this? Doctors told him, impossible.
My first goal was to be able to drive the joystick with one arm rather than a sip and puff tube. So to get to where I am now is unbelievable.
Unbelievable is where Christopher Reeve was reaching. While he didn't make it, therapist Jan Black says others will. In fact, all of the folks like Todd who come in here for rehab are developing their own mottos, which will eventually be on a so-called motto plaque. The first one, the Foundation's new signature, push for more. Like the 450 feet Mark walked for the first time in 43 years.